Hey everyone, I'm here with my 2022 Subaru Outback, and today I want to talk about the Michelin X-Ice Snow tires that I had installed on this vehicle. Special thanks to Michelin for providing me these tires to review and test for you guys today. I want to talk about my first impressions with how these tires have been performing. And now that I got some snow out on the driveway here and out on the road, we're at the Sunday after Thanksgiving, so starting to get some snow up in the upper Midwest, and now we can finally put these tires to a good test. These are the P225 60R18 100H, so H speed rated X-Ice Snow tires from Michelin. And let's talk about these tires and how they've been performing on this 2022 Subaru Outback so far. So the first thing I noticed with these new tires, the Michelin X-Ice Snows, is that they definitely ride a little bit softer, have a little bit slower steering response than the stock Yokohama Avid GT tires. The tread is definitely a lot softer. And coming in and taking a look at the tread design here, it's a directional tread pattern which helps in the snow a little bit, along with the actual tread rubber compound itself. It's much softer compound, so it stays pliable at cold temperatures under 44 degrees Fahrenheit. Has 3D interlocking full depth sipes that allow the tire as it wears to maintain its traction capabilities that it had when it was brand new. Snow tires as well come with at least 10 and a half 30 seconds or 11 30 seconds of tread, which is about 1 millimeter more, or 30 seconds of an inch more tread than a typical all-season tire comes with, which also helps with traction a little bit. So a 10% improvement in tread depth right from the get-go. The other thing to talk about here is Michelin Total Performance. They kind of use like an eco symbol here. It basically talks about and refers to the fact that this tire is more eco-friendly and more eco-conscious in terms of rolling resistance than your average tire. This doesn't have like a super low rolling resistance for a tire, but it has a lower rolling resistance than the average tire out on the market, which is why Michelin titles it Michelin Total Performance, so you can get good fuel economy or acceptable fuel economy without sacrificing any of the performance of the tire itself. And you'll notice that compared to other tires in the category from leading brands, such as Bridgestone, Yokohama, and some of those other tires that, offer winter performance. This is going to get you a little bit better fuel economy and a little bit better rolling resistance than those competitors, so you won't sacrifice your fuel economy or expenses on fuel costs the same way that you would on some of those other competing tires. The other thing that I really like about these tires is that they have a really aggressive look. They just look meaty. They just look like they're ready to tackle, really rugged terrain in terms of like snow and ice. And with this directional tread pattern, it really helps accentuate that performance even more so. And you can just see how it traps a little bit of that snow and carves through the snow that gets in and ejects that out the back if it gets too deep for the tread. And these, interlocking sipes here, you can just see how squishy these are. And that's what allows the snow to get in there and for the tread to get down to the street, and the road surface that's under the snow. I've noticed that the fuel economy is a tiny bit worse on these tires than what came with the car with the Yokohama Vid GTs. That's to be expected, but I only saw about a 1 mile per gallon drop compared to the low rolling resistance ones that came with the car that were optimized for fuel economy. But the ride is definitely quieter. There's very little road noise with these tires, especially compared to other competing winter tires that I've put on vehicles in the past, and even compared to Michelin's X-Ice Xi3 tires that were the predecessor to these X-Ice Snow tires back in 2015 to 2019, 2020. These are definitely quieter than those are. The ride is softer, more comfortable. These feel like a premium luxury winter performance tire. They don't feel like something that's rough, hard compound, or anything of that nature. So I really appreciate that. And I'm not lowering the tire pressure at all with these because I do want to maintain good, wearability of these tires so that way they last as long as possible. So I put in the stock 35 front, 33 rear PSI tire pressure, and I think it's a little bit lower than that right now because it's gotten pretty darn cold here in the upper Midwest. So overall, my first impressions are really positive with this tire. I've been really happy with it. Michelin is a really solid brand that makes performance, premium tires across the board. They have a good reputation. They are a little bit more expensive than your competing tires in a lot of categories, but they do offer promotions very often through like Discount Tire or through their national website. You can get these tires at Costco for a lower price as well than some of the competing retailers. And most places will actually offer price match guarantees, where if you can find the tire for a lower price, Costco or Discount Tire will match that price, and you can even negotiate at places like Discount Tire as well. And shout out to Discount Tire, because I did have them mounted, install these tires on my own dime, and they did a great job. Didn't have any issues, put the tire pressure at the right levels, and mounted them in the correct way with the rotation pattern correct for these tires. Didn't scratch up the rims or anything like that during the mounting procedure. And they look great on the cars, so I'm really happy with them so far. The other thing to note about these tires is that I feel like I sit up like almost an inch higher off the ground with the full tread that these snow tires offer. I know I'm not actually sitting an inch off the ground higher, but it just feels that way when you go from a street, all season oriented tire down to this, performance winter specific tire. When you jump in the car with the tires blown up to the correct pressure right after you get them installed at a tire shop, you feel like you automatically are sitting higher off the ground. Gives you a more confidence and inspiring feeling when you're driving on these tires, so I really do appreciate that as well. And the last thing to talk about is tire results in terms of testing out in the real world. Consumer Reports, Tire Rack, as well as tire reviews on YouTube. Shout out to those guys for doing a great job in Finland and in the Western United States in the mountains, doing testing on all different types of winter tires. Michelin X-Ice Snow tire consistently ranks in the top 3 to 5 winter tires out of all the ones that are offered in the world, basically, next to brands that are known for winter tires. So Michelin has done an excellent job with benchmarking the competition and perfecting the winter tire, and so I've been really happy with the results based on Consumer Reports testing, Tire Rack's testing, and Tire Reviews testing online. The big highlight that they always talk about is aquaplaning or hydroplane resistance is excellent for a winter tire. So in wet conditions, when the snow melts and the temperatures are in like the 40 to 50 degree range when it's wet outside and you got slushy conditions, these tires evacuate water extremely well and are among the quietest and have the best rolling resistance and can conserve the most fuel when you compare them to other winter tires that are out there. They also consistently rank in the top 2 in terms of overall winter performance on ice and snow. Consumer Reports and Tire Rack rate these either first or second place consistently year over year, with best winter, deep snow, light snow, and ice performance. So these are extremely competitive in their category in terms of winter tires. All right, so that basically covers it for my first impressions on the Michelin X-Ice Snow tire. And this, again, is tested on a 2022 Subaru Outback with 25,000 miles. I've put on about 400 miles on these tires so far. They've been doing an excellent job so far, holding air, providing a comfortable ride, and providing excellent performance on all different types of surfaces so far. So can't say anything negative about these tires so far. So if you're in the Midwest of the United States or in a snowy region and just got your first snowfall or thinking about what kind of tires to get, I would highly recommend these Michelin X-Ice Snow tires for your vehicle. These tires run somewhere around $200 to $230 for a piece, which is a pretty normal price for a winter tire that's like a premium winter tire that's going to last season over season, at least 30 to 50,000 miles of normal driving. These are tested in a size P225 R8 P225 60 R18 size with a 100 load rating and H speed rating for a maximum speed of 130 miles per hour. Not like I'm driving that fast, but that's a pretty common size for the vehicles in this category that these tires are offered on. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video today. If you have any questions or comments about the Michelin X-Ice Snow tires, or for any latest updates after this video posts and before the next video that I post in the next couple weeks as we get more snow and I can actually get into some deep powder, just put them in the section below. Thanks for watching and have a good one.